Hi, it's Catherine Hummel for day 4 of the Everyday Love video challenge. I hope that you've been feeling loved and learning things as I go along with you. And for today, I feel super vulnerable about this one, but super passionate in really getting clear on the truth of self-love and love in relationship. And one of the most powerful moments for me on my self-love journey, and really when I got it, when I knew that I loved myself and cared about myself and appreciated myself, was actually when I made a really big mistake in my business. A big one. And I lost a lot of money, and I really made the wrong choice. And in that moment, instead of ripping myself apart around, you stupid idiot, what were you thinking, blah, 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 I actually remember just standing there and looking at my bank account and looking at the decision that I made and just really going, wow, okay, so that was the wrong choice. Now what do I do? And it was this moment of really what I felt, a wave of love coming over me. And what I realized was that self-love is actually about forgiveness. Because it's ridiculous for us to think that we're going to be perfectly self-loving every second of every day. And I feel like when you begin the self-love journey, that's what your mindset is. That's what it's being promoted all over marketing. Like, I will help you be perfect at this. And here's the thing, you start the journey, right, with like 1% of me likes myself and 99% of me doesn't. And then as you learn practices and tools, which is really what it's about, it becomes 2 to 98, and then 3 to 97, and then it's about 50-50, and then it's 60% of me loves myself and 40% still struggles. Until you get, to 100%, of forgiving myself when I'm not perfect, forgiving myself when I make a mistake. I came home last night and I was so upset about the snow, really feeling the impact from the beautiful bright sun in Florida to this really dark day in Massachusetts. And I was just in a bad mood. It was really affecting me. Instead of beating myself about it, instead of forcing my way to being happy and jumping up and down, I just looked at my partner and said, I am really not feeling it tonight. I'm having a hard time and I'm going to go to bed. And this was about 9:30 p.m. That is self-love. Self-love isn't yippee, yay, jump in my face every 2 seconds. I'm bright and beautiful and wonderful. It's actually sometimes being able to say, wow, I'm having a hard time. Wow, I made a mistake and I forgive myself. And everyone says to me when I tell my story, how can you talk about the things that you've done so freely? And it's because I forgive myself. I forgive myself for all of the times I poisoned my body with alcohol. I forgive myself for the men that I chose to spend time with. I forgive myself for the lies that I told sometimes. I forgive myself for the hurt that I caused my friends. Because the truth is, we are doing the best that we can every single moment. And the path of self-love, the journey of personal growth and healing, is I just learned the new tools to how to bring myself back to what's true over and over and over again. So yesterday, right, our higher self and our low self, our essence and our false self, I forgive my false self. I forgive my small self. I forgive myself for my freaking humanness sometimes. And this is so important to me. So this is the journey. Can you forgive yourself for not being perfect? Can you forgive yourself for not loving yourself perfectly every moment or behaving perfectly? Can you accept exactly where you are right now on this journey and know that there are tools and books and practices and experiences to help you get home faster? And that's what I teach. Every single woman who works with me knows how to come home to herself, how to have control over the negative self-talk and have choice over her behavior. I forgive myself for not being perfect. I forgive myself for not looking perfect and behaving perfectly every second. That's self-love. That is self-love, and that's my mission. That's my teaching. I forgive And I forgive all of the people in my life who don't behave perfectly or how I think they should all the time. That's real love. This is the second part of my journey, self-care and self-acceptance, 2 of the 3 components of self-love, and forgiveness is a part of self-acceptance. I love you for exactly who you are right now in this moment, for all of the things that you've done. I love you. I love you and I love me too. If you found this video helpful, please share it. Join me on the everyday love journey. Thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow.